Welcome to my room. This is my home for this year. I'm Rachel and I'm 21 and I'm living with a Sion community for a year. So as you can see, I've tried to make this little room my own. I've put up posters and just tried to make it feel a bit cosy and home-like. I think that's because surroundings are just really important to me. I find that I'm really affected by where I am, and I like to make bedrooms particularly feel like my own. I've grown up in the church pretty much, so I've always found the church a real place of belonging, and in a sense, you know, I could call the church my home. I belong to one of these really involved sort of families, so we used to do quite a lot at mass, and we were quite sort of sociable and stuff, and we've always known quite a lot of people at church, and you know, done things like the offertory procession and the music group and the readings and stuff like that. So I've had a really positive experience of church throughout my life, it being a home, and going to places like Celebrate and Sion Summer Camp and stuff like that has just increased my sense of belonging, I suppose, in the Catholic Church, and I really feel a part of it. I feel like I'm loved and supported by people around me, so that's been brilliant. When I went away to uni, things changed slightly, I guess. In the sense that I wasn't living at home anymore, so I was just in a new environment, and I had to sort of, you know, find my own identity there. And I really felt God saying to me, "Make me your home, Rachel, because I can be your firm foundation. I can be your stronghold, your rock. I'm your Alpha and your Omega, and I'm not going anywhere. So no matter whether you're back at home or away at uni, I can be there with you." And that gave me such a lot of support and comfort, I guess, throughout my 3 years away, because it was fantastic, but it wasn't always easy. There were a lot of times when I was homesick, or I just wanted to be around people who I thought understood me better and stuff. And the great thing I find about prayer is that you can do it anywhere. And the great thing about prayer is that when we pray, we're joining with God, and we're making God our home. And so, like, I can be on a train, or I can be staying over at someone else's house, or you know, away in a different country, and yet I can still be at home. I can still be me in prayer, and that's fantastic. My encouragement, I think, really, for all of you guys, is yes to find your home in the church, because I think that's what the church is there for. But the church can only do so much. I think it's great to feel like you belong when you go to Celebrate, or to feel part of something when you go to Zion, and that's brilliant, and I don't want to discourage you from doing that, but I encourage you to have at the root of your belonging God, because ultimately it's him who's not going anywhere,